Jumping to the bag, ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, ain't facing gas, running, jumping to the bag, to the bag, to the bag. I saw the whole thing coming, jumping to the bag. I saw the whole thing coming.
Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 246. Sugar Hill. It's your boy Kaleo. There's E-Rich. There's CB. It is a Takeover Thursday. It's Takeover Trina for the first time of 2026. Good to see everybody. Everybody off mute. Everybody off mute. How's everybody doing? E, what's good with you, bro?
What up? What up? What up? It's been a week, bro. It's been a week. Work has been working and life has been lifing, but you know, we here. It's Thursday. Trina's in the building, so you already know it's gonna be a good show. CB is back off of PTO, which means I go after this, so I'm excited about that. So I can go on PTO, and you know, it's always good to see smiles on people's faces.
Absolutely. All right, CB, what's good? Welcome 2026 welcomes in CB. Welcomes him in.
Thank you all for holding it down last week. Thanks to Sammy doing her thing, stepping in, and great show.
Black Business Series.
Yeah.
Detox.
Like that was awesome. So appreciate y'all, picking up my slack. And we got Trina this week, so I know she's gonna make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's like she does, but happy to be back. I was telling the homies before the show, the reason why I was on PTO is I was at my cousin's wedding, and where we were at, it snowed on the Friday that we were there. And then when we come back home to the DMV, it was even colder than it was where we were at. And so I'm over the winter, man. The Philippines is a tropical place. So I was not built for this snow shit. And so, yeah, I'm ready for spring, man.
All right. Takeover Trina on Takeover Thursday. Welcome in, Otto.
Be easy, shoe, and fashion.
That was the first time we hit that button in 2026. Oh, there he is right there. What's good? Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. How's everything?
Thank you. Feels good to be here in 2026. I feel like it's a new year, constant elevation. Get the We Are Something Else merch, specifically, in the hot seat t-shirt for the ladies, fellas, whoever's feeling froggy. And
I know that's right. Welcome in Jim B, Jen Glenn, Dave J on the mic, B Easy, Snarky Mac, Totally Taper, Kendall B Show, Brent Sheree, good to see you, Sammy Slater, good to see you, Airstream Cream Michelle, good to see you. All right. Like E said, man, look, it's been a week. We don't need to go into my week at all. Just know it has been a time or two or three or four. It's just been a time. And it felt good to just kind of get off of the socials a little bit, and just focusing on what was in front of me. That's fine. But other than that, look, I'm glad to be back with the crew. It was no way we could take tonight off and just come back last week. So, but it was kind of spotty with the advertisement. We gotta get a new marketing guy. I don't know, because the communication was just was null and void about if there was going to be a show. But we're here. All that said, look, let's wrap. See if I got my muscle memory back. All right. Let's talk. I think this is an all musical night too, which is good. Let's talk La Russell. Just signed with Rock Nation. Now, y'all don't know who LaRussell is. You've been living under a rock because he is an independent artist. In fact, probably one of the biggest independent artists there is. I mean, he's been doing his thing all on his own, hence the word independent, for years. Right? But recently he just signed with Rock Nation, which put him in a position he performed at the pre-show at the Super Bowl. Was that what that was? Very unique talent. If you don't know him, he's famous for his backyard concerts that he does. He's huge. I mean, he's in Cali. What's the name of his neighborhood? Where's he from?
He's probably from Vallejo.
Vallejo, that's where he is. Look, let's just get to okay. We know part of the deal is he will, because you're wondering why, if somebody as big as he is, independently and has a following, why would you partner or sign a major label deal? We know a little bit of the deal is he has retained his masters, his publishing, which is rare because most guys who sign indie or sign in general don't get your masters or your publishing right up front. But this guy's different. He's built his own lane and path. Pretty much, he can demand whatever he wants. So the question is, what could a label offer him that he wasn't already doing? I mean, this guy's already a millionaire. Like he's spending millions of dollars for his projects. He's been trying. His goal this year was to sell 10,000 copies of his recent project every week, at least 10,000 a week. And Kyrie Irving bought one project for like 11 grand. One CD for 11 grand, or one download stream for 11 grand. But last month he announced a project deal with Empire, one of the biggest independent indie labels there was. And then he also in 2023 had a deal with Live Nation. Both the deals he was allowed to call his own shots. They just want a piece of the pie, right? But again, no backyard shows. What does he need a label for? And there's only one thing I can think of, and that's probably to go global, right? It's probably so much he could do within the States. He's probably has a market within the States, and he's probably can see where a major label, a major distribution can help him further. He knows algorithms, he knows numbers, he's very smart. So he knows what they can help him do. But I always say, and E knows this, when big time independent artists who already have a following go major, something suffers along the way, even though they don't call their own shots. And typically, most of the time, it's the music. Benny the Butcher, example. All right, but let's talk about this. E, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on LaRussell signing with Rock Nation, bro?
I should ask you, what are your thoughts on Benny the Butcher? The way that you said that a couple of times on here, I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but listen. I think that you gotta look at how much, and I'm about to say this, and no, I don't sell weight, but look how much product he puts out. It's a lot, right? It's more than what most record labels will probably will allow their artists to drop out, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think. Go ahead.
That's it for sure.
I think with that though, it's like you said, he reached the limit that he can reach being an indie artist from the Bay, doing it the way that he like literally calling shots on his own, not taking deals because people are not giving what he thinks he deserves. But this has been the model for what some of the other artists have done, and they never just took it to the level that he is. They would have already folded. They would have already said, I'm taking the first major deal that would have put me over $1 million, or or I think the normal deal, which anybody knows, is you have they retain your own record label, so then you can double up by signing yourself right to your own deal, and then you get the major deal, so they pay you pay yourself, and then you put on your homies or something like that. They get like one album that they have to kind of produce or whatever that comes underneath the label, and then just you solidify your your contract agreement. But you gotta look at, like I said, what he's done. I mean, he turned down venues. I just think it's time. I think he might even say like it was just tired. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was a lot, you know, and it's only one person, right? Yes, you got a crew, you got a team, but there's also rooms that you don't know, because now you're getting to that upper echelon of having conversations of, I was doing my backyard, I was doing the local venue. Now my shows are getting larger to where it needs to be a Live Nation or Rock Nation that's handling how we get the tickets, how like the contracts, like the legal fees, all of that starts to add up. And yeah, he's making his money, but you know, if you, like you said, if you want to go that lane, you're gonna have to bring in the machine. Now, I appreciate who he went to,
Yeah.
but and I don't think the music is going to weather. I'm sorry. Because if you look at what they wouldn't have gotten into talks with him knowing that some of his projects and what he says about certain topics. Just go listen to the Field Effect 2, and you would already most companies are not even gonna play that game with him. just go listen to it, and you go understand why some of them would just be like, nah, because you playing for the side that we on, you know what I mean, and you coming for certain things that make us rich, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
he's like, I'm well aware of it. So, you know, shout out to him. And again, you look at where the Bay influenced, though. They influenced the Bay from E40 to Too Short to a whole like Mac Dre, a whole line of people that came from that area. And at the end of the day, listen, can't nobody, I don't even think anybody should have anything negative to say about somebody who has done this shit their way all the way through to where they can make that call for not only them, but for their team and their team's family as well. Probably everybody's probably eating off of this type of deal.
Yeah. Takeover thoughts.
So Rich, he said a lot of what I was thinking. Work smarter, not harder, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should all be aiming for that in 2026 and beyond. And so my thought is just, it's time for him to collaborate with the infrastructure that's larger than what his capacity has been thus far.
Yeah.
And he's going to get so much more revenue streams from spaces and places that he's really going to be able to eat with this one. And so yes, he's had success as an independent artist, but I will say this move really surprised me because he's always been a advocate for, hey, you don't need the bigger picture to make it, and he's proved that.
Yep.
But it's hard still, and I don't care even for the best independent artists when you're going up against the machine. And for me, I think it all boils down to the paper. Mm-hmm. And this is a smart move with Rock Nation, and like Rich said, the brand will be expanded. And so I think only time will tell what happens. Will things go downhill, or will he be regretful? Who knows? Gotta wait and see.
Right. Because I'm just wondering, like, if you're giving him his masters and his publishing already, like you really don't have any leverage over him. I mean, at this point, it's just a partnership, and I know he's turned down major deals before. So, thoughts, CB?
I mean, we've talked about how smart he is, right? So I have to assume the business decision is the right decision, especially at this point. And yeah, look at the picture, man. Look at who's got his arm around him. You know what I mean? I think that the aspect of a more global reach is real. I definitely think that comes into play here. And let's be honest, man, this is the kind of shit that I want to hear. Like, none of this, you're a slave to the record deal. Like, yeah, let it be a partnership, bro. Because otherwise the old school system, like, that's dying. Like, we've been seeing it. LaRussell's been proof that you don't need it. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming that this is the right business decision at this point. He's even at the, he's got a long career ahead of him. And the career he's had up to this point is 10 times, more than what most artists are ever going to get through. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what comes of it. And I'm going to assume that they're going to let him do his thing. And it should be prosperous for everybody involved.
Yeah. Only thing I can think of when it comes to signing major deals is labels always go with the less is more kind of mentality right away. I mean, in his case, I'm wondering if they're going to slow down just the production and look, hey, let's focus on your first major label album, right? Let's just focus here and let's see where we can take you with one project. But yeah, interested to see a battery.
Gotta love live.
We're doing live.
But I also think we've been talking about how like Jay said he probably would be on a Jay album. You know what I'm saying? Get a verse from La Russell, which doesn't seem out of pocket. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think this also does help him probably work with some of the artists that maybe their labels weren't messing with him and they didn't want to kind of go down that route to get a feature to him because of what he understands. So now it's almost like they're allowing him to have a key to a door, and they're gonna let him take it to where he can take it to because he's done that type of work. So that's what I'm willing to see. I think there's gonna be some things that's gonna come from this that we'll discuss later based upon his moves and not necessarily look at it from a like Trina said. I think it's gonna be overall like years later where we're gonna be able to look back and see what happened from this.
No.
The fact that, for instance, Iron Maiden is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they can sell out stadiums, and Grandmaster Flash is.
Right.
Ice Cube and I had a back and forth, and he's a bright guy, and I respect what he's done. It's not my music. I don't come from the ghetto. It doesn't speak my language. And I said in print many times, hip hop does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, nor does opera, symphony orchestras. How come the New York Philharmonic doesn't get the rock and roll? Because it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But he shot back and said, no, it's the spirit of rock and roll. Okay, fine. So Ice Cube and Grandmaster Flash and all these guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just want to know when Led Zeppelin's going to be in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, really?
Well, number one, Gene Simmons seems to say this every 3 years anyway. And I guess when the latest group of hip hop artists and rap music artists come in, he's going to issue his point. I mean, he's a rock god, but what he fails to realize is that it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And everything else other than rock, when rock and roll splintered in the 60s, is the roll. And soul music, reggae, hip hop, which is rap music, because hip hop is a culture. So it embodies, sight, sound, story, and style. But music, the vocal on top of the music has already been determined. So that's the roll, that's the flow, that's the soul in it. Kiss are rock gods, but they don't have a lot of roll to them. I'm Black, born in 1960. Being told that I don't belong doesn't even faze me. You know what I'm saying? I really relish the opportunity that I'm able to even be in the music business at all.
Did you hear Gene Simmons catch himself when he was about to say, I'm not from the ghetto?
I mean, he said it.
Then he said, it's not my music. When you got a point there too, Gene, you're right. Rock and roll isn't your music. That came off the backs of somebody else. So, But yeah, Gene Simmons doesn't believe that hip hop should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He doesn't believe it. But he's probably not the only one. But you know what? Tough shit. Public Enemy's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Run DMC's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jay-Z's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And to me, at this point, is rock and roll even a genre of music anymore? Rock and roll more now is a way of life. It kind of seems like, right? I do they even give away rock and roll Grammys anymore? I don't know. Thoughts on this? Let's start with you, Takeover.
So, tough but honest question. I would love to ask Gene, what is the criteria, in his opinion, for rock and roll, or to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? First, let me start out by saying, just hearing him again saying, "Oh, I'm not from the ghetto and hip hop rap doesn't resonate," whatever. That wasn't the heart. That has nothing to do with the heart of the conversation. Okay. But so I want to put this out there. So heavy metal, punk, progressive, alternative music. Does that classify as rock and roll? If you're in those genres, should you be allowed in? Um, Maybe moving forward, we should just rebrand this to the Music Hall of Fame and keep it pushing. And like you said, Kaleo, the lines get blurred when you talk about what is considered rock and roll music, right? So we all know the history and everything behind that, and the origin. But I mean, think about it. Music has always been, most of the time, a combination, a blend of many genres. It could be rock, it could be country, it could be hip hop and soul, whatever. You get the point. So I guess my consensus is maybe we should just rebrand it to the Music Hall of Fame for all genres and set the criteria very high standards. So we're not just letting in any old artists, but artists who really made an impact with their music and the contribution to music. So that's it.
Go.
Sometimes Gene just needs to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, we know the origins of all of this. And yeah, I think that one, it's not the Gene Simmons criteria Hall of Fame. And whatever the criteria is, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has deemed them to be eligible and to be enshrined, right? So sorry, Gene. You're gonna have to take the L on that one, like you've been taking the L. And yeah, bro, like we don't make the rules for any of this stuff, right? And hey, these guys are in. Maybe some of your homies aren't. There's got to be some reason why they're not letting them in, dog. Like that just is what it is. So some people just got to take the L. And this dude, it's like a way for him to stay relevant every couple of years, because we're not checking for him, man. And let's be honest, like we don't need to see old dudes in makeup anymore, bro. You know what I mean? Like not like that.
I just don't understand why. I mean, again, it's the classic case of like we just can't have shit for ourselves. And then when we did have it, you decided to take it, use what was already created, try to rebrand it as a different term and name. But again, I mean, like everybody who's smart and who's been around long, we weren't even around when this shit started, but we can tell exactly what this was. And again, before we even get to, because he's not from the hood or the ghetto, as he would say, the fact of the matter is the shit was derived from rhythm and blues. Shit that y'all didn't have until you stole it. Rhythm being the first, yes, happy Black History Month every month anyway. Every part of that starts with the word rhythm. That was on purpose, by the way, just for the people in the back that didn't know that. It was on purpose that rhythm was first. And then blues came after that. I just listen, bro. It gets out of hand, but again, we have to also look at who's telling the story, who's got words to say about it. I can care less what that dude says, and the fact that even still with Chuck D giving him his just due of being a artist. Notice he didn't slight him for his upbringing or where he was brought up or anything. He just talked about his artistry within the group that he was in. That was it. There was no mention of, well, you don't come from this. There's no reason why you should be saying or talking about this or anything of that nature.
Yep. Good points. All right. Sticking with music topics. How do you feel about this? Now, we know T.I. cut the dreads, the locks, and he's been going around begging or just trying to drum up some kind of interest between a versus between him and 50. Right. And I think this is their marketing ploy because 50 did respond with T.I. testifying about seeing this boy get killed. Weird way to respond, but T.I. didn't get mad at it. It's been a friendly back and forth about T.I. wanting all the smoke from 50 or anybody that would take it from New York. I think he's targeting 50 because they have probably got something going on in the background where this, look, we got to hype it up. We got to make folks want to watch this, right? So we can do 50 a minute or less. Do you want to see in the next versus T.I. versus 50? And if we do get it, who takes the victory between these two? CB.
So for the most part, there aren't very many versus battles that I can think of these days that I would be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely tuning in. You know what I mean? This would be one I would be interested in because this was, basically peak younger years, high school and all that. So
Yeah,
that's gonna matter. And the thing is that I think the joints that I enjoy the most are 50s, but in my opinion, T.I. probably has the deeper catalog personally. So, but again, it wouldn't even be a guarantee. And I honestly, I think that this might be actually some real kind of beef that's brewing. Cause I was thinking that, oh, maybe they're just trying to stir it up. But with 50, you never actually know, man. So.
Okay.
I think they mad because I was talking about they people too much. FCC about to cut us off, bro. I listen. I apologize to everybody. We got to find our own internet. Probably T.I., bro. Probably T.I. And again, I was having this conversation with Sammy about this just because just kind of came up in music, and I think on IG somebody did put the two song lists together. Now, do I agree with the song list? Outside of 50's first two albums, I think that was it after that, right? So T.I., you go back to I'm Serious, you go to, I think he's had at least four to five albums where he's got at least possibly anywhere from 3 to 4, maybe even 5, actual hits. His features are like that, so you know what it is. T.I. for sure, but it'll never happen.
So 50 Cent is 50 years old officially, but regardless of that man's age, he's going to always bring the pettiness, and love it or hate it. You either like 50 or you don't. But so, like CB, I think that this started off as a friendly, back and forth, whatever. But then I think it started turning a little serious when, T.I. was, talking about 50 being a rat. And, I got the proof, I got the papers, you don't want to go there. regardless, would I love to see a battle? Sure, why not? It's no harm in that. Why not battle? Come on, 50, be a good sport. Am I going to pick sides? Not really. I'm just here to vibe with both of them. I love both the artists, love both their music, and it definitely would be interesting. I think Ti may get them, but whatever, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So the issue is with this battle, I do want to see it play out because I think it's a lot closer than people think. But then I think the edge could go to 50. 50 has a cheat code because he's got some of the G Unit stuff. He's got some of the stuff with Game. He's got some of the stuff with Dre. Like he can dig in that bag. Don't shake your head because he can. If 50 plays Hated to, like T.I. plays Live Your Life, 50 plays Hated to Love It.
But that's the conversation that we've had before. You have to chronologically play the right song that goes up against that. So you can't play a hit song with Justin Timberlake and then 50 plays In the Club. No, but if T.I. plays, if he plays whatever club banger that he has against In the Club, it's going to be a matchup. He also has the same. He also has, if not the same features, where he's got features that 50 don't have. That again, you look at it from that standpoint. What I'm saying, one-on-one, T.I. has enough in his catalog that can stand against 50. That he's not getting washed. Let's just call it that. This is not going to be a wash.
It's not a wash. But I mean, the trick bag is always sometimes you go to the features, and again, it all depends. Like I said, depends on the matchup. People forget about certain songs that's out there, and it really all depends on what song you play at what time. And each of them have a song, I'm assuming, that another one can't compete with.
Has 50 actually done like a battle in music? We're not talking about online and all the pettiness and some of the funny media shit. Since he lost to Kanye?
Oh, after the release date?
So I mean, this is never happening, bro. He took the L and he's like, nah, I can't take another L like that.
Yeah, but 50's not even a rapper anymore. This cat he's an entertainer. He's not a rapper anymore.
And T.I. is a former comedian. Like, this is perfect.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Theoretically.
But my thing is, the talk about it is this. T.I. just came out with the song and everybody listening to it, it's on par with our generation, even the younger generation can get to it. You know who it was produced by. 50 released the song. Don't nobody know what that song was. So what I'm saying is, if we look at the earlier bodies of work, that's what we're going off of. T.I.'s been able to sustain longer over time with music and even with the younger crowd than 50 has. And if 50 brings that damn song that he got with with the purple haired little dude, it's a wrap. Like, nobody's gonna take that serious.
So I mean, I did some research, and y'all can fact check me after this, but it said that 50 has more #1 hits technically than T.I.
I can believe that.
And
50 was on a roll.
So you can't count him out.
No, nobody's. Come on, Trina. Your favorite artists don't even have that many #1 hits either, though. But you would say that they a better artist than 50, though. I guarantee you would say that, though.
I mean, people I rock with are great. Okay.
But do they got what I'm saying? No, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just trying to say we all know that we don't look at #1s on this show as the criteria of what makes that artist the best artist, right? We know that, right?
Wayne got trying to give you something to think about.
I get it, but Wayne got snubbed a whole lot of times and is a better artist than both of them. He can play damn near just 2 albums and wash both of them.
Wayne's not doing the verses though.
No, without question, he's not.
No, so between these two, I mean, I think it's a lot closer. Like I said, I mean, even though T.I. does have part of the catalog you can think of right off the back, and you got all these albums, and 50 maybe only has like 1 or 2 good ones, but 50's got some features, and 50 and he's got a trick bag of stuff that he's written that he can go to too, because it really is no rules. So if this happens, I'd be interested to see how they play it against each other.
Because, bro, if it's 10 songs each, it's going to be pretty close. If they have to play 20, it's Ti, man. Like that, like to E Rich's point, like it's just a deeper catalog. So if it's 10, yeah, 50 for sure has got, big time bangers, man, but not the longevity. So if we're going over, if they got to pick out a lot of tracks, I think that would be trouble.
All right. We are right here.
Welcome to D-Cup Customs, the most creative crafter in these streets. At the heart of the magic is Doreen. If you can dream it, she can create it. Need a one-of-a-kind piece for your business, your project, or even just your ego? We got you. And it's not just tumblers either. We have shot glasses, pens, mugs, badge reels. Basically, if it holds ink or drinks, we do it. And Doreen, she made me a custom Black Panther cup. I was drinking out of it and somebody wanted it so bad, they offered to buy it from me right then. And Doreen looked at me and did this.
Take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
Look at this piece. It's gonna be amazing when it's done. But we don't just do ink and glitter. We also do custom vinyl. So again, if you can think of it, she can do it. We also love working with our guys, and we can't wait to work with you. So if you use the code WRSE15, you will get 15% off your order. Thanks. See you soon.
Shout out to the wonderful folks of D-Cup Customs. Shout out to Doreen, Real Estate Poppy. It's my custom D-Cup. The guys are getting there soon. We'll get a new ad soon. But no, save 15%. WRSE 15. Did it not work? Did it not work? Wow.
That's rock and roll, by the way.
Wow. That's
Thank you. Yep.
Gene Simmons he just twitched somewhere. He's like, what was that? No.
Wait a minute. It is a Takeover Thursday, and it is time for In the Hot Seat. First one of 2026. What you got?
Yes. So, in honor of the upcoming Love Day, and because I just know that all the ladies out there just love the men of the We Are Something Else podcast, I wanted to take the time and just ask a few sweetheart questions, just in case the ladies want to learn more about the fellas on the show in regard to their love life and dating. So this is In the Hot Seat. Okay, so let's jump right into it. You never know, Valentine's Day, if you don't have a date, fellas, you might get one after I ask these questions. So ladies, shoot your shot, okay? First up, E. Rich, our California Dreams lover boy. So, E. Rich, what's the perfect way a woman could ask you out on a date?
Buy me a grill, shoes. Nah,
Sound like a gold digger. No.
nah. Ask me out on a date. That's interesting. It's been a while since I've had a female approach me. But I'll say, I don't know, just be authentic her. You know what I'm saying? If you go shoot your shot, just like how we gotta shoot our shot, like I'm willing to see like what's your shooting your shot at me gonna look like? You know what I mean? Like approach me how you would want to approach me to think that that's what's happening right now.
Okay, so if she came with a pickup line, you falling for it or what?
Not the pickup lines. I can't do the pickup lines, bro. Like that can't be it. That can't be the pickup line. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm gonna react to be like Day Day and shit, talking about I was just trying to get a piece of her burger while she was on the bus stop. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, listen, I'll say it like this: if the pickup line, is it corny or is it funny? You know what I mean? And is it enough to get me to like kind of react to it? You know what I mean? And maybe that's it. But that's all I got for you, Trina, for real.
Respect. Okay, listen, ladies. Okay, so next up, we have CB, our music man with the master plan. CB, do you prefer being chased, or do you want to do the chasing when it comes to the ladies?
So, as a dude, I think we're genetically predisposed to the chase. There's something about that I don't know, is just inherent. But I'm gonna say that, like, who's gonna also turn down a layup? For her, it's a layup. Like, come on, man. Rich, he might say the pickup lines don't work. If she's bad, it doesn't matter what she's gonna say to me. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Okay. I
it's
mean,
good.
I hear a lot of, ladies say, they feel like sometimes men are being shy these days. So, they go for the chase themselves. So, and thanks, CB.
Ladies got confidence, man.
Yeah, definitely. Got to have confidence. Kaleo, you can't get out of the hot seat, bro.
What happened? Oh,
Okay. Yes. So last but not least, we have Kaleo, the Capricorn Cupid. And
go.
Kaleo, what's your love language?
My love language? Sneakers.
Okay, we know that.
Okay. Something
Besides
else?
that, yes.
Dial soap. Come look, Dial. I said that before. I come to the smell like Dial soap. I know you clean. We can talk.
So that's all it takes is some Dial soap.
I'm not a foodie. Food be cool too, but music.
Okay.
Music.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So anybody can jump in and answer this. Okay. And Kaleo, I may have you answer this first. Do men still feel butterflies in their stomach, like when you really like a girl? Is that a thing for y'all?
There it is.
Do y'all get butterflies in your stomach?
Probably not like used to. I mean, the butterfly thing. Remember, I think that was like a high school kind of thing when you're on the phone, hanging upside down, and got a mop. Yeah, you got like all the wrong shit in your hands while you're having this conversation with somebody that you was dying to have a conversation with. Like that hasn't happened. Well, I think those were the butterflies. Now it's just, does anybody really talk on the phone anymore? Like, can you get butterflies through text?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know.
Okay.
I think they are frying you in the comments in regards to the soap thing. But I mean, go easy on bro. That's his thing. That's his vibes, Well, I want to thank y'all for participating. It's always fun. The fellas never know what I'm going to, shoot at them. And so this is Takeover on a Thursday, and this is In the Hot Seat.
All right.
Hey man, that shit rocks, bro.
All right. Shout out to Grant Thompson of DC Shop. I saved 10% this weekend. WRSE 10, the official Pizza of We Are Something Else podcast. Black-owned company that was on the show for the Black Business Series. Again, if you like black-owned, if you like deep dish pizza, Chicago style, there you go. Look at your salmon pesto, your steak and cheese. You got your sausage and pepperoni. Then they got your desserts. You got your flats. All the wonderful things, and they ship. So if you haven't had a D cup custom, get you a D cup custom. Put you some iced tea in it, but then order a DC Shop Pie as well. They ship. That's shout out to Grant. More great things coming with DC Shop Pie this year. So be on the lookout for that. It's nothing wrong with smelling like dial soap. I'm just trying to tell you.
Bro, it was Anissa's comment talking about you got the shit smell like antiseptic in my something she said. Cleo, what does shit smell like a hospital bitch? Anyway, man, listen. I'm just listen. This is just off the. We got to talk about a lot of things. I saw this come up on the news thread or whatever like that, and it was about the Olympics that's happening overseas in Milan, Winter Olympics. And listen, this is no shade to this person. I don't know her, never met her before in my life, but I just have a question of when it's time to officially just retire from a sport, right? Lindsey Vonn has, I feel like every time that she has competed in either an Olympic or some type of trial, that she has to get airlifted out because she breaks shit or somehow she has like torn some shit. Hey, listen, the fact that they had to airlift her out of the Milan just Olympics, she had just got hurt prior to this, right? And they were like, "Oh, we don't know if she's gonna be able to compete, bro." She's like and I'm not saying this because listen, some people that's out there in age that's still getting it, but bro, she had listen. I was about to look up all her injuries. I started reading them, and I was like, "There's no way that she still should be able. She should not be playing the sport ever again, right?" This is where golf would come into play because it's a less strenuous on her body. But bro, there's no reason why you should still be wanting to try to like go to the Olympics when you're getting airlifted out of every event that you've ever been in, bro. Airlifted is crazy, right? Because you can't. You're so hurt that you can't even get in a car to get put down on the mountain because your body won't allow you to, right? Like airlifted, bro. Like they literally show, bro. The caption said Lindsey Vonn was hurt, and they showed the helicopter with the person hanging underneath it. And I just couldn't understand why that they didn't even show her face, bro. They just showed the fact that they had to airlift her out. Listen, I'm just saying she's committed. She stays on there. Maybe bobsledding, babe. You know what I'm saying? You know where some other.
Yeah, no, no.
But damn, like I listen, this is just that one. She's almost like every year that there's a trial or there's something, but she stays hurt, bro. And I mean, listen, shout out to her competitiveness to not want to like let it go, and she has to revitalize her body and all that stuff. But bro, getting airlifted off like that, I think that's it right there. Like that would be enough to where I can't keep doing. Like she's used to that. She probably has more airlifts out of off of mountains than regular people have, bro. That's the is it just E is like she gotta call it quits, bro. She gotta go hit the golf. She gotta go to golf, bro. Well, she can't because she used to mess with Tiger. But anyway, is it just E? What y'all think? Like, do you tell your friends? Because our money was on here talking about he was still playing basketball, and everybody in the comment section told him to chill out. So they told him to sit down and stay in golf. Trina, would you be mad if Be Easy was out there still playing sports, but getting injured though? Right, he's getting injured, coming home, and he's still deciding to go out there. You tell him to sit it down.
Nah, yeah, we got to divert chasing of a dream. For sure.
Sit out.
For sure.
Okay. I just think I thought I'd ask because I thought it was crazy that the sentiment was that she probably shouldn't have went to the Olympics because she got hurt right before it.
He tore ACL.
Yeah, bro, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad too. Like,
That was the
and you
sign.
first of all, you gotta look at the speed that they're going down the mountain, bro. And that's just like concrete. It's pretty much just concrete at that point. Just so it's snow, don't mean, and you slide longer,
Don't
right?
you need
It's not,
ACL to ski?
apparently not her because I think she don't have ACLs after the first ones that she tore anyway. So, bro, just listen. All my people on here, because I know we of age. Don't listen. That dream is gone. Find you that find you that golf, maybe even pickleball, because you ain't got you can't go that far. Pickleball's court is a little bit shorter. You know what I'm saying? It's doubles. You dig?
Still be surprised. Play golf, man. Join us. Just join us on the course, man. Like save those knees, save those hamstrings. Nah, man.
It, bro.
Maybe this is why her and Tiger didn't work out, because she ain't had no knees. All right, CB, what you got for that cop or chop? First one of 2026.
All right, so first copper chop of the new year, and we're going to talk about a collaboration for the first time in like the history of a sneaker. So the Jordan 11 hasn't had like a certified collaboration like in its history, and apparently we should be getting one from Comme des Garçons Plus. So one of the CDG imprints and everything, but they showed these off in a recent Paris fashion show. I couldn't get on certain flights, man. It was messed up. Yeah, and so we don't actually know if these are going to release. Like we don't know that for sure. Those are the rumors, but if we actually get a Jordan 11 collab and it's with Comme des Garçons, I'm going to assume, because a standard Jordan 11 price is like $225, $230 these days, something like that. And even the special, like some of the Christmas time or whatever, some of the special releases, which these would have to be, are in like the $250 range. Like I think these would probably start at $300, just because they could. But given the opportunity, first ever, Jordan 11 collab, would y'all be copping or chopping? Because the price is the price, and if I could get them for retail, I've spent $300 on a pair before, so I'm copping for sure. Trina, how you feel?
That's gonna be a cop. I mean, you had me sold with the designer piece, so yeah.
Yeah, they make good shoes.
I'm gonna have to drop these, bro. I can't. It's the all white shoe for me. It's giving Michael Jackson vibes, black and white. I don't, and the all, yeah, nah, I'm good on it. Like, and is that for both? Clearly, it's not for both pair, right? But it's just like you get one or the other. All black pair of 11s is kind of crazy with no color on the bottom.
They got like the Gamma bottom.
Anyway, I mean,
Gamma got the blues on the bottom. So that's what I'm talking about. That little subtle hit, because then we be talking about how everybody out here with the all black, kind of looking like they busting missions. You know what I'm saying, in some 11s. But nah, I can't. Nah, I'll say my 300 for a grail that I've been waiting for.
Yeah, immediately first thought would be chop. I mean, I would love to see what.
Did you look at the photos? Got embossed leather. These shits look beautiful, bro.
I mean, they're nice, but I want to see, like, I would love to see like the heart incorporated somewhere in there. I mean, because that's what it is.
But it's their Plus line, which is a different imprint than the heart line. So that's like they got on the tongue. It says like Home Plus on there instead. And they got, the leather looks incredible. You know what I mean? And which we would expect. We would expect all of that. But, and who knows? Maybe they would surprise us and it wouldn't be some ridiculous price. But again, $230 retail is already pushing it. So
yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, let's transition into shoe and tell. Let's see what. Oh, you got. That's right. Go ahead. Yeah, you got.
I missed last week.
Yeah.
So I got to make up for it. So I'm doing 2 pairs.
Yep.
Well, this box. Nope. This box is all green. Y'all can't see shit. But I mentioned earlier I was at a wedding, and
oh my god, yeah,
these joints actually did numbers at the wedding. These are the Nike Air F Freak, like Air Max. It's hard to see with the lights and shit, but like these are the dress shoes that Nike did. The Air F Freak collab. I was killing it, man. Like this shit was it was great. The number of compliments I was getting on the shoes was just incredible. But again, this is another green box, so I don't know. This shit's not gonna come through unless nope. Nope. The shoes will come through.
Yep. I'm one of those.
The olive Jordan 1 low.
Yep.
One of the things I will say is that they weren't 100 on the quality control. There's like, let me be able to see, but there's like some glue shit going on. But in general, materials are good for a general release. So I'm about these.
All right, takeover.
Yo, I was cracking up at Britt's comment. So my bros got the sneaks tonight. Again, in honor of V-Day coming up, Valentine's Day. I wanted to share some apparel. So this is a cute but comfy and cozy sweater. And it was only like $25. The designer, 33 degrees. Who is that? I don't know. 33 degrees. I thought the heart, the details, I thought that was pretty cute.
Love a good heart. Those are nice.
Festive.
Very festive.
Very, very festive. You rocking that tomorrow?
I'm rocking that this weekend. Okay. Don't get in my business no more. Put me in the hot seat.
I'm not trying to put you in the hot seat. I was just asking. B's in the comment section. He knows if you gonna wear that or not. I'm just saying. My bad.
All right. So I don't have shoes tonight. What I do have
Bro, where's
my
my copy?
Is my vinyl of the Fall Off, which last week we had the listening party, which was a dope turnout. Thanks for everybody who came through for the listening party. Dope experience. Yeah. And for y'all that don't know, J. Cole was 3 minutes from my house last night.
Strategically playing because he knew you weren't going to be around.
And but he ended up at Nucci's house. That was one of the spots. Front porch, which is right down the street. But yeah, now look, if you haven't listened to Fall Off yet, I mean, we're about to do a review on it, me and E, and there may be a special guest for a smoking spiel. So yeah, but yeah, that's all I got for this evening. Let's bring everybody together.
Nope.
Boom.
I don't have nothing to show.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yo.
This is how we're starting 2026.
You see that he on the same shit he was on last year, bro. And
New Year's resolutions don't mean shit around here.
Oh,
not even on here no more. You know what? Just for that, I better win tomorrow. You know, I'll be showing my Kobe's when there's a Kobe coming out so we can have good juju. Tomorrow, right, is the 3D Kobe's that are coming out. everybody, I need y'all to go ahead and just pray to whatever, higher being that you believe in, so that we all get a dub, because I'm going to crash out if I don't get some shoes this month. It's been a while, and it is what it is. And my bro tried to deny me my moment of trying to just appeal to the Kobe guys that I need that shoe tomorrow. Appreciate it. I'm good, bro. So it's all right. Sorry. It's been a long week.
It definitely has. It definitely has. Well, let's figure out a way to bring closure to this episode. I'll just do this one. All right, y'all. Look, appreciate y'all for watching. Episode 246. It is a Takeover Thursday. Appreciate you. So tomorrow, Kindle Be Funky Friday, on station at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 and 7 in the middle, followed by We Are Something Else Presents the Abstract with me at noon-ish. Look, be good to each other. Have a great weekend. I can't think of anything. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Any fights this weekend? Anything? Oh, All-Star Game.
Happy birthday to my niece Sage. She's a Valentine's Day baby.
Dope. And it's
Shout out
NBA
to
All-Star
Sage.
Weekend. So and the sneakers are back for this year's All-Star Weekend. So I'll be on sneaker.
You
watch.
Rich about to go on a search. You about to go on a mission.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Yeah. Speaking of which, bro, I gotta send you a picture of the LA 3 jean joint set.
Okay. Bet. All right, y'all.
Trina.
This is one more button. This is one more button.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Ain't coming, I ain't fishing in the past. About to jump into the bag. Ain't coming, ain't.